Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get you those core insights, the surprising facts you need to be genuinely well-informed.
That's the goal.
And today, we're setting off on, well, quite a unique journey. It's into national pride, history, and really incredible personal dedication.
Sounds fascinating. What's the focus?
We're diving deep into national songs, specifically focusing on Pakistan. And there's this one extraordinary individual who has basically become a living archive for them.
Ah, you must mean ابصار Ahmed.
Exactly.
Yeah, people often call him an encyclopedia of Pakistani national songs. He's behind this really groundbreaking book, Ye Nagmé Pakistan Ke. Quite something.
It really is. So our mission today for this deep dive is to get a handle on the sheer scale of what he's done, uncover some of the insights his collection offers, and, explore what it really means for preserving culture and for national identity.
There's definitely a lot to unpack there.
So let's start with the man himself, ابصار Ahmed. Who is he? His personal story seems, well, pretty compelling on its own.
It really is. Apparently, from a very young age, he had this deep passion for Pakistan and also a profound reverence for the Prophet, peace be upon him.
And that devotion sort of set him on this path.
Exactly. It wasn't just a passing interest. It started in childhood. He felt this pull, this need to collect Pakistani media.
Like what specifically?
Oh, all sorts. Documentary films, TV dramas, but especially the national songs. It became, his lifelong hobby, almost a quest.
And the scale of it is just... it's hard to fathom. He has the largest known collection of these songs, right?
That's right. We're talking approximately 5,000 recordings.
5,000? How does one person even manage that, let alone organize it?
Well, it helps to understand his background a bit. He's been linked with educational institutions, worked in research for a big private TV channel.
Ah, okay.
And he's seen as a serious historian, particularly strong in Islamic history. So that background, that rigor, it feeds into the archiving.
You mentioned his passion for Pakistan. Is there a story that really shows that, illustrates his conviction?
Oh, definitely. There's this great anecdote. He was watching TV, and some well-known actors started saying, incorrect things about Pakistan's founding, linking it to Israel, calling it an English conspiracy.
Oh, wow.
And ابصار Ahmed apparently just picked up the phone, called into the program right then and there.
No hesitation.
None. Just intervened, set the record straight, completely debunked the claims. That's the kind of active engagement we're talking about. He wasn't just collecting dust on shelves.
He was defending the history he was preserving. It's fascinating, though, how someone like that, working away almost in private, becomes known. How did people find out about this huge collection?
It's quite a modern tale, actually. YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. Someone was searching online for national songs, found his channel, left a comment with their phone number.
Okay.
ابصار Ahmed saw it a few days later, called them back. And that was the start. That connection brought his work into the wider public eye.
So this raises the question of how he gathered all these 5,000 songs don't just appear. What was his method?
It was very active, not passive collecting. He went to the sources, poets, singers, musicians, performers. He tracked them down.
Directly.
And the detail he kept, it's remarkable. He apparently has meticulous records for every single song.
Like what kind of details?
Like he could tell you instantly how many national songs a specific poet wrote, or which songs showed up in which films. That level of recall. It's an archive in his head almost, as well as on tapes.
And it's not just the collecting, right? He shares his knowledge too.
Yes, absolutely. He writes for newspapers, keeps up Facebook blogs. So the knowledge isn't just locked away. He's actively contributing to the conversation.
So this incredible passion, this massive collection, it all leads somewhere concrete, right? Beyond just his personal archive.
Exactly. And that's where his book comes in, Ye Nagmé Pakistan Ke.
Right. Tell us about the book itself.
Well, it's widely seen as probably the most comprehensive directory of Pakistani national songs available. And what makes it stand out is that it's really considered, unprecedented, a highly original contribution.
Yeah.
Nobody's really compiled this stuff with this kind of depth before.
And physically, what's it like?
It's 192 pages long. The first section, about 23 pages, is filled with tributes, reviews from different people recognizing the work.
And there's an important foreword in there too, isn't there?
Yes, absolutely crucial, by the historian Akwel Abbas Jaffrey, a very respected figure.
His endorsement would carry a lot of weight.
Immense weight. Jaffrey himself is a major authority on Pakistani history, culture, language. So his foreword isn't just praise. It's a significant validation of the book's importance, its academic and cultural standing.
Okay, so the main content, the actual directory, starts after those initial pages.
That's right. Page 24 through to the end, page 192. That's the core listing.
Now, while it's clearly this huge treasure trove of information, you mentioned feedback, some suggestions for making it maybe even better in the future, particularly for you, the reader trying to navigate it.
Yeah, there has been some constructive feedback. But before we get into that, let's touch on some of the really fascinating insights that come out of this massive collection. Things that Absar Ahmed's research has uncovered.
Okay, let's hear them.
Well, here's a big one. According to his research, Pakistan actually holds a unique distinction. It seems to be the only country in the world where the most national songs have been written and sung.
Wait, really? The most in the entire world?
That's what his findings suggest, more than any other nation.
That is astounding. I mean, what does that say about Pakistan? Does it suggest something about its national character or maybe its history?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? You could argue it reflects Pakistan's specific journey, born from an independence movement, constantly shaping its identity.
So the songs became tools for that.
Perhaps. Tools for nation building, fostering unity, expressing those collective hopes and dreams. Maybe more so than in older nations with more settled identities. They're like a soundtrack to its evolution.
And this collection, it's not just Urdu songs, is it? It reflects the country's diversity.
Oh, absolutely. That's another key insight. After Urdu, the largest number of national songs are actually in Saraiki.
Saraiki, okay. Spoken where mainly?
Central and southern Punjab. Then after that comes Sindhi from Sindh province.
Right.
Then Pashto from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa up in the northwest. And then Punjabi follows that.
So it really mirrors the linguistic map of the country.
It does. It shows how patriotism isn't just expressed in one official language. It lists in the regional languages, too, reflecting local feeling, but still part of that bigger national picture. It suggests unity through maybe shared emotion rather than just a single tongue.
And Absar Ahmed's own story about how he preserved these, finding songs that even the official bodies didn't have.
Yeah, that's quite telling, isn't it? He talks about finding early songs from right after Pakistan's creation that even Radio Pakistan, the state broadcaster, doesn't seem to have in its archives anymore.
Wow, so individuals are sometimes better custodians than institutions.
Well, it certainly highlights the vital role of individual passion. His process, going to remote areas, finding these rare recordings, restoring old decaying tapes, converting them to MP3s.
Yeah.
It's painstaking work.
It really is.
And it shows how sometimes, private collectors, dedicated enthusiasts, they step in where maybe institutions face budget cuts or neglect or just, bureaucratic hurdles. He's bridged a potentially huge gap in cultural memory.
Okay, so it's undeniably a monumental achievement, this collection and the book. But let's turn to that constructive feedback. For future editions, what could make this incredible resource even more user-friendly for you, the reader?
Right. One of the main points that seems to come up in reviews is about attribution.
Meaning?
Meaning, while the book is great at listing song titles and the singers, it often leaves out arguably the most crucial piece, the lyricist, the poet who actually wrote the words.
Ah, okay. That does seem like a pretty big omission, especially for iconic songs.
Exactly. Think about Jive Pakistan. People know Jamaluddin Ali wrote that, or Asad Muhammad Khan's work like Mausam Bagle or Andi Idea Jale Rakhna. You want to see the poet credited.
And one reviewer mentioned having trouble finding a specific song.
Yes, that Dia Jale Rakhna song. Apparently it wasn't easily located where they expected it in the listing, which points towards needing maybe a clearer structure or indexing alongside crediting the writer.
The book organizes songs by historical periods, right? How does that work in practice?
It does, yeah. Short historical eras. Which is interesting for context, but reviewers noted it can sometimes cause, a bit of confusion.
How so?
Take Jive Pakistan again. It's listed with Tahsin Syed singing it in December 71. Then it appears again in the 72-78 section, sung by Shahnaz Begum.
Who was quite significant herself, having moved from Dhaka after 71.
Very significant.
Yeah.
But seeing the same song pop up in different sections with different singers, while historically accurate, maybe isn't the easiest way to just look up that song.
We're right, or like Soni Dardi El Araka.
Exactly. Sung by so many greats, Mehdi Hassan, Noor Jahan, Fareda Khanum. The book lists them, which is good, but again, the organization could perhaps be streamlined for quicker reference.
There was also a suggestion about maybe trimming some entries?
Yeah, one reviewer suggested possibly removing some of the less critical details, like maybe performances by school choirs or the Karachi radio chorus.
To keep the focus tight.
Right, to really zero in on the core information. The original writer, the primary singer, make it a sharper reference tool, perhaps, rather than trying to capture every single performance.
And accuracy is paramount in this kind of historical work. Was there a specific correction noted?
There was one specific factual point raised. The book apparently attributes the song Aiwatan ke Sajil Juano Mir Nagmai Tumhar Lai Hain to Shinaz Begum in 1971.
Okay.
But the reviewer pointed out, no, that song is actually from the 1965 war period, and it was famously, iconically sung by Noor Jahan.
Ah, a significant difference.
A very significant difference.
Yeah.
And getting those details spot on is what really elevates a reference work like this.
So, pulling it all together, the hope is really for a future edition, isn't it? One that builds on this amazing foundation.
Absolutely. Takes this already invaluable work and makes it even more definitive. Maybe numbered entries for each song. Clear credits right up front for both poet and singer.
That would make it incredibly easy to navigate, an indispensable resource for researchers, musicians, students, anyone interested, really.
For generations to come, yeah.
Well, ابصار Ahmed's contribution here is just immense. Preserving Pakistan's cultural heritage through these songs, it's truly invaluable work. He really has done something quite remarkable.
Really has. And it just underscores how vital these individual passion projects can be. Especially when official institutions maybe haven't kept up or have lost parts of their own history.
He's a perfect example of how one person's dedication can make such a difference. It fills those gaps, gives us these incredible insights into a nation's spirit.
Absolutely. Into its soul, really.
So this leaves us with something for you, our listener, to think about. What other cultural treasures might be out there, maybe hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone like ابصار Ahmed to find them, to preserve them?
A good question.
And maybe ask yourself, what role could you play? Is there something you're passionate about? Some piece of culture or history where you could support similar efforts? Something to mull over?